picking people to vote for now, I feel is really important for the future of our country.
We all have to do our part, and voting is the easiest way to do so.
Right now at 8 o'clock, the countdown is on. Last-minute voters casting their ballots in closely watched races. Our primary election night coverage starts right now. Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. Dick Brennan is on assignment, and we'll get to him in just a moment. Polls close for the New York primaries in just under an hour, and there is a lot at stake tonight. Several incumbent Democrats will have to fight off progressive challengers. The races will serve as a major test of Mayor Mamdani's political influence. He's endorsed several congressional candidates in key races, but it remains to be seen whether voters will follow his lead. The City Department of Elections says more than 400,000 New Yorkers have cast their ballots as of 6 p.m. We have team coverage tonight on all things election. Let's begin with Dick Brennan. He's live in Inwood with a look at the battle for District 13. Dick.
Well, Jess, this is quite the battle. We can tell you a battle of generations and likely a battle of ideology. You have a 71-year-old incumbent and a 32-year-old challenger. Now, this community, the 13th Congressional District, holds the largest Dominican community in the United States. These two candidates, both of Dominican descent, and that has become a flashpoint in the campaign. Congressman Adriano Espaillat seeking re-election to his seat in the 13th Congressional District that he's held since 2017. The 71-year-old says he understands the problems of the community.
I cast that vote with pride, being a resident of New York City, and this neighborhood, basically all my life since I got here from the Dominican Republic at the age of 9. I never left Washington Heights, stayed here. I think I'm part of the fabric of this community.
His challenger, Daraliza Avila Chevalier, a member of the Democratic Socialists of America and endorsed by Mayor Mamdani, looking to bring change to the district.
You know, I happen to love the rain because the rain clears away the debris. Today it is raining, and I am so glad because we are welcoming a brighter, sunnier day in the morning.
Mayor Mamdani wants to do with a new crop of young candidates what he did last year, come out of nowhere to win and challenge the existing Democratic establishment. Now, Avila Chevalier has apologized for offensive tweets about former Vice President Harris and former President Joe Biden. In the meantime, she has accused the Espaillat campaign of saying that she's from Haiti and using the word Haitian as a slur, because this policy, these politics in this campaign has been about, to some degree, the Dominican Republic, the support they're getting here, their support they're getting here. So we can tell you the mudslinging has been going on. In about an hour, we're going to find out just how impactful it's been. Jessica.
The progressive upset in that district would certainly send national shockwaves. Dick, thank you. District 10 now, which covers lower Manhattan and parts of Brooklyn, is another hotly contested race. Former Controller Brad Lander is looking to unseat Congressman Dan Goldman. Allie Bauman is live outside a polling site in Boerum Hill with more on that race. Allie.
Jessica, District 10 is among the most diverse in the city, encompassing immigrant enclaves like Chinatown, as well as some of New York's wealthiest zip codes like Tribeca and Brooklyn Heights. And in the final hours of this race, the issues of Israel and anti-Semitism are center stage. Congressman Dan Goldman and former Comptroller Brad Lander made their rounds in District 10 on this primary day after both Democrats already cast their own early votes. Goldman, a former federal prosecutor seeking his third term in the House, has the backing of Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Governor Kathy Hochul. Lander, the former city comptroller and mayoral candidate, is backed by Mayor Mamdani and Senator Bernie Sanders.
I was really looking to make sure that somebody who has my values, so Brad Lander and his support for Palestinians and his support on that issue has been really the deciding factor for me.
I'm definitely thinking about Israel with Brad Lander because I am very opposed to what's happening there, and all the others more domestic issues.
I think it's got to be Brad Lander standing up to that Israeli lobby.
Coming to the forefront of this race is the U.S.'s relationship with Israel and Goldman's relationship with the pro-Israel lobbying group AIPAC.
I think AIPAC is playing a corrosive role in our politics right now, flooding dark money into races in order to try to sustain unconditional support for Netanyahu's wars.
The Department of Justice is now investigating after a Williamsburg coffee shop posted a photo of Goldman there over the weekend with the caption that it refunded his coffee because it doesn't serve, quote, genocide enablers.
I think really puts a fine point on so much of the anti-Semitism that is being transferred, so to speak, from what's going on in Israel and being, I think, misapplied to American Jews writ large.
And CBS News New York has reached out multiple times to the owner of that coffee shop. They've declined to comment. We're live in Boerum Hill. Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
Allie, thank you. Another race to watch is New York's 12th congressional district in Manhattan, where a crowded field of candidates is looking to fill Congressman Jerry Nadler's seat. Alan Devlin is live at a polling place on the Upper West Side. Alan.
Yeah, Jess, and this is a race that's not only being watched by people here in Manhattan, but on a national scale as well for a number of different reasons. And there's been a steady stream of voters in and out of the polling place behind me here on 72nd Street all this afternoon. Let's go ahead and take a look at the candidates that are right now vying for a seat, that 12th congressional district seat here. Take a look on your screen. It's all being vacated by retiring congressional veteran in Jerry Nadler. The district itself taking up a large portion of central Manhattan, the Upper East Side, the Upper West Side, and Midtown. Over the past several hours here on 72nd Street, voters telling me with Nadler's departure, they want to ensure their district doesn't fall into the wrong hands with a new direction.
Look up the people. They have real differences, and the races aren't decided. They seem pretty close, so it's important to make your voice heard.
Could have brought me here on a stretcher without my telling you I wasn't going to vote. This is such an important time. Our country needs all the support and help.
And this is a very tightly contested race with no clear front runner in this one out of the 5 candidates we just showed you. Of course, there's still another hour to go before polls close, and that next hour could determine who carries District 12. Right now on the Upper West Side, Alan Devlin, CBS News, New York.
It's a test of the Kennedy name and also big shoes to fill with Nadler leaving that seat. Alan, thank you. Now for a look at the broader picture, political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us. So, Marcia, the Lander-Goldman race is not the only big race we're watching. Take us through some of the other races that you personally are keeping an eye on.
Well, you know, Jess, the primary is all about the mayor using his political clout in an attempt to change the Democratic Party by sending more socialists to Washington to join the squad. So in addition to trying to defeat Congressman Goldman, he wants to send 5-term Upper Manhattan Congressman Adriano Espaillat to the showers. Espaillat is the head of the Hispanic Congressional Caucus. Now, the mayor is also backing Assemblywoman Clara Valdez to fill the seat of retiring Brooklyn Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. Velázquez is backing Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso.
So why is a mayor who has been in office under 6 months trying to put his stamp on all these major races?
Well, you know, some would say it's part hubris and part a desire to have the United States take a more socialist worldview, which for him means putting working people first. But it's a big risk. On the one hand, if he succeeds in sending 2 relatively unknown people to Washington, Claire Valdez and Daria Lisa Avila Chevalier, it will be a warning to other long-serving elected officials that they could be vulnerable, like Senator Chuck Schumer, who's been representing New York in the Senate for, believe it or not, 27 years, and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, who's been in Washington for 17 years.
It makes me wonder, though, if the mayor's brashness is not sitting well with some of his colleagues.
Well, you know, his endorsements were a poke in the eye for Governor Hochul, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and outgoing Congresswoman Nydia Velázquez. Hochul and Jeffries are backing Congressman Goldman and Espaillat.
Yeah, and this really pits him directly against the minority leader with Hakeem Jeffries.
And he's made that clear today. Hakeem Jeffries made it clear he wasn't happy about it.
All right, Marcia, thank you. We know you'll be here all night. Appreciate your feedback. Primaries are also being held for New York State Assembly and State Senate, as well as State Controller. We'll have the results for those races scrolling at the bottom of your screen just after the polls close at 9 p.m. And do stay with us for continuing coverage of the New York primaries. We'll bring you results as they come in throughout the night, and we'll have a look at more of the races coming up for you at 8:30.